Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro is now in a New York detention center following his capture by the U.S. military. We'll have more on this developing story coming up.
This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at noon. Coverage you can count on.
Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro is now in a New York detention center following his capture by the U.S. military. Thanks so much for joining us for Eyewitness News at noon. I'm Sam Martello. The U.S. operation took place Saturday morning. The news produced divided reaction in Central Florida. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, more than 77,000 Venezuelan Americans live in the Orlando metro area, which is the second most in the nation. Thousands of Venezuelans have fled to the U.S. over the past 2 decades to escape the regime. While some celebrated Maduro's arrest, others criticized it and say the Trump administration violated international law.
First time in 26 years, like it's a relief basically, you know. That's something's happening.
We denounce these actions that are illegal and that we do not support the actions of the United States government and do not want a war with Venezuela.
The FAA shut down airspace over parts of the Caribbean, leading to hundreds of canceled flights at the Orlando International Airport. We will continue to follow the growing tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela. Channel 9 will bring you the latest developments on air and online at WFTV.com. Well, we do want to get an update on our forecast, Cassie. It was cloudy this morning, but things kind of cleared up.
You know, we get you outside. We've been tracking this front for the last few hours. This is what brought us some of those downpours late last night through the overnight, wiggling now down closer towards Fort Myers. Behind it, we are getting some breaks in the clouds, mainly for our northern community as Orlando southward, still dealing with some decent cloud cover. As we take you outside in downtown Orlando, you can see that thicker cloud deck here near downtown, but wind now out of the northeast, 5 to 15 hour, breezy at times, helping pull in some of that cooler air. And we anticipated our Sunday to be a little bit cooler. Some spots 5 to 15 degrees cooler outside than we were at lunch yesterday, as we were already in the 70s during this lunch hour. But still the 50s in Ocala, 60s over in Daytona Beach, already into the 70s down in parts of Brevard County as we take you during our lunch hour, and only going to last for a brief time, this cool down. By tomorrow, we are warming right back up, and then eventually I've got 80s in the forecast. We'll talk about the timing of numbers like that coming up. Sam?
Sounds good, Cassie. Thank you. Changes are on the way to Link's bus schedules in Central Florida. They take effect in exactly 1 week. As Channel 9's Sabrina Majori explained, some riders are upset about the changes because of a decision made by Seminole County leaders. People who receive SNAP benefits will soon face new restrictions in Florida and a number of other states. Florida recipients will no longer be able to buy junk food, energy drinks, or soda with their benefits. The changes are set to begin April 20th. Florida is one of 17 states putting the restrictions in place. State leaders say this is to help families make healthier daily choices. Florida remains a top vacation spot, but not for everyone. Why one country is giving the Sunshine State the cold shoulder. And next, a father has a warning for drivers after a hit and run cost him his leg.
And as we get you outside, we are going to keep your Sunday temperatures a little bit cooler because of a front, but rebounding this week and feeling more like spring. I'll take you through when we'll have highs back in the 80s coming up.
Every day on Channel 9 Eyewitness News, we ask the tough questions.
Did you delete messages off social media?
We investigate to protect your money.
We received a consumer complaint about you guys not paying off a trade-in loan.
We hold the powerful accountable.
It's normal to use that sort of discretion when you suspect a drunk driver on the road.
And dig into the stories about your safety.
You part of a gang? You committing crimes here?
Every story, every day on Channel 9 Eyewitness News. From the coast to the metro and across Central Florida, only one station goes deeper than headlines. With in-depth local news coverage on every platform.
Channel 9 was the first to break this major story.
Experienced reporters live on the scene.
It is really crazy out here right now.
Exclusive investigations.
What do you think about him taking people's money?
And accurate weather coverage where you live.
We'll be here around the clock watching this live.
Channel 9 Eyewitness News. Weekdays starting at 4 p.m. Watch Eyewitness News from any device with Eyewitness News live stream. Sponsored by Bogan Munz & Munz. No gimmicks, just results.
This afternoon, we're hearing from the Florida man who lost his leg after a hit and run in Volusia County. He had just bought a box truck for his transportation business. He says he was hit while trying to repair it after it broke down on I-95. Channel 9 traffic anchor Alexa Lorenzo has a look at his road to recovery that's just beginning. Holiday debt is a problem hanging over millions of Americans. Coming up, how you can make sure money gets into your pocket and adds up quickly. But first, conservation has claimed victory after the numbers from Florida's black bear hunt are released.
Every day on Channel 9 Eyewitness News, we ask the tough questions. We investigate to protect your money. We hold the powerful accountable and dig into the stories about your safety. Every day on Channel 9 Eyewitness News. Whenever severe weather hits.
It's going to be a very long night. We're here around the clock to keep you safe.
Wherever severe weather hits. Count on Severe Weather Team 9 to be live on the scene to keep you informed during and after the storm. Count on Severe Weather Team 9.
Weather updates from Severe Weather Center 9 are sponsored by Toyota of Orlando and Toyota of Clermont.
52 black bears were harvested during last month's hunt, and that's far less than 172 permits made available for the season. As Jake Stofan reports, conservationists are calling the small numbers a big success. An upcoming construction project in Lake County will close a boat ramp in Montverde this week. The boat ramp at Lake Apopka West Shore closes on Friday, January 9th, as crews use the ramp to move construction equipment to the Ferndale Preserve. The ramp will stay closed until Sunday, January 18th at 10 p.m. If you were planning on using the ramp, you can still use the McDonald Canal boat ramp in Mount Dora. Our time right now, just about 12:17 this afternoon. We're seeing some clouds outside.
Yeah, you know, I see them. I see you, clouds. Now we're ready. We're ready for you to get out, right? This is going to help keep us a little bit cooler today, as is the front that rolled through last night. But downtown Orlando, you can see those cloudy skies over Lake Eola. Our temperature sitting at 68 degrees and a lot of 60s in and around parts of Central Florida. 61 in DeLand, 63 in Leesburg, some 50s in our far northern communities. We are also tracking some 70s that have started to bump up as we head down into Brevard County early this morning. We were pretty mild with the 50s and 60s as well. But these numbers compared to yesterday's warmth, 5, 10, almost 15 degrees cooler than we were at this exact same time yesterday. And up in the villages, I don't think we're going to get out of the 60s. You can see that darn cloud cover that's just sticking around goes all the way until 3 o'clock. Then we get that late break, partly cloudy skies, low 60s, and eventually starting to fall back into the 50s with some of those clearing skies. Near the attractions, again, also looking at cloudier conditions through about 2 to 3 p.m., but also reaching the 70s, getting some of that afternoon sunshine as temperatures continue to settle into the 60s. So from Orlando southward, that's going to put us towards Belle Isle, Conway, St. Cloud, Kissimmee, Harmony, and Holopah. We're looking at temperatures in the low 70s, but then areas to the north staying in the 60s through the afternoon. But this is our one-day cool down, if you will, following a front that brought us some of those downpours last night. You can see it's now well to the south of us. We're going to be on the drier side and feeling effects from the cool down behind it. But this is not an Arctic drop off like we had with our last front. It's really just going to give us about a 24-hour cool down, because by tomorrow we have rebounding temperatures. It's going to be dry, warm, and for most of next week we've got the warmth headed our way. We're actually tracking a lot of highs in the 80s. So take a look at this timeline. Today, 70 degrees. By tomorrow, 78, and look at all of these 80s as we head through the rest of the week. Now, I've kind of put it in perspective so you can see where things should normally be this time of January. An average high in Orlando about 72 degrees, so we'll be about 10 degrees above that for most of this week. Morning lows typically right at around 49 to 50 degrees this time of January, and as we go through the 7-day forecast, you can see well above that all week long. So it's going to feel a little bit more like spring as we take you into this upcoming week. So be prepared for the warmth, kiddos. They're going back to the school. I hear the cheers, parents, but just know that they won't need the winter wear at all this week. We're talking t-shirts and shorts for this week, as daytime highs are in the 80s for a large stretch. Sam?
Well, March still may be a bit away, but college basketball season is already getting crazy. Next, UCF celebrates a big win in early conference play.
Channel 9 goes deeper than headlines. Exclusive investigations.
Jeff Deal, Channel 9.
Accurate weather coverage.
We'll be here to keep you safe.
And experienced reporters live on scene.
Really crazy out here.
Count on Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
WFTV 9 Family Connection and volunteers around Central Florida are making a difference in our community. For the second year, McCoy Federal Credit Union sponsored the gift wrapping station at Nemours Elf Workshop in Lake Nona. The team volunteered to help organize the workshop, prepare toys, games, puzzles, and more for children and their siblings to open on Christmas morning. Thank you, Central Florida, for showing up in support of the Toys for Tots Foundation. Over the past few weeks, we hosted drive-up drop-off events and collection locations all across Orlando. Because of your incredible generosity, thousands of children in Central Florida will have presents to open on Christmas morning. Orlando Family Fest is Saturday, January 31st at the indoor Desertland Park. Visit family-friendly vendors, meet kid characters, win prizes, and enjoy a fun day for the whole family. Visit 9family.com for more information. 9 Family Connection, serving the community for over 25 years.
Central Florida's Chief Meteorologist, Tom Terry.
Severe weather is always just around the corner. So before, during, and after every storm, I'll keep you prepared and safe.
Your severe weather expert, Chief Meteorologist Tom Terry on Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Saving you money every day on Channel 9.
To sports now, a historic victory for UCF basketball. The Knights hosted number 17 Kansas and pulled off a massive 81-75 upset. With the win, UCF moves to 12-1, their best start since 2011. Kugel led the Knights with 19 points, including a clutch three-point play in the final seconds to seal it. As the buzzer sounded, the Nightmare student section rushed the court at Addition Financial Arena to celebrate the signature win.
I thought our guys did a great job of, just sustaining effort on the court. I thought we finished strong at the end of the game when Kansas made a really good run to tie the ball game up.
The Knights are back in action on Tuesday against another Big 12 foe as they head to Stillwater, Oklahoma to take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Sports Illustrated names Oklahoma City Thunder Shai Gilgeous-Alexander its Sports Person of the Year for 2025. Gilgeous-Alexander led the Thunder to its first ever NBA title last season while earning Most Valuable Player honors. He's the first Canadian to earn Sports Person of the Year outright since Wayne Gretzky in 1982. The U.S. Postal Service will issue a new stamp for Black History Month. The 49th stamp in the Black Heritage series honors Phyllis Wheatley. Wheatley published her book Poems on Various Subjects, Religious and Moral in 1773, the same year she was freed from slavery. Her work earned praise from George Washington, and her legacy earned her the title of Mother of African American Literature. The new Forever stamp will be released on January 29th. Well, we do have time for a final check of our forecast, so we do want to get you over to certified meteorologist Cassie Crumey, Severe Weather Center 9.
Extra cloud cover today, a little bit cooler than we were yesterday, 60s and low 70s. You can see Orlando today reaching only 70 degrees, but then tomorrow we are cranking things back up. We'll be well above average, hitting 78 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday, we're reaching highs in the 80s. We'll be about 10 degrees above average, feeling a bit more like spring for this week. And our mornings, nothing too chilly there. We'll start with 50s and low 60s. Sam.
Cassie, thank you for joining us here at noon. For more local news, sports, and the latest forecast, you can tune in to Eyewitness News tonight at 6. Have a great day.
WFTV tonight.
Weeknights at 11.